Alright, going back with some more Callahan's Crosstime Saloon. Trying to save the chocolate trees. We got some photos in the last one. We need to make some fake IDs. Fuck this punk ass pig. You ask this young fella if he's from around here. He looks at you and Josie with seeming incomprehension and looks away.
Exchange student.
You think?
I hope.
I can't help thinking about how cool it might be to own some form of fake ID. You know, just for fun.
They're 2 for 1. Which one do you want?
Passport.
A passport.
I need photos for passports, and I need cash up front, 21 each. That's 42 minus 21 for the big clearance sale leaves 21.
I've only got $20. Can I get a discount?
No. Yeah, give me that pretzel.
Without hesitation, you thrust the pretzel at him, followed by all your cash on hand. He recounts the money, moistening his finger between each bill. Satisfied, he takes a bite from the pretzel.
Takes care of the cocaine aftertaste from the money. You got the photos?
You hand him both photos. He hands you both forms asking for the name, height, weight, and other facts. You pretend to be Sigmund Kiskolen, and Josie changes her last name to Hasselbalg. The shopkeeper vanishes in the rear of the store. Only about a minute later, he emerges and hands you both the passports, still warm from the magic passport thingamabob he must have back there.
They smell freshly mimeographed.
Freshly what?
That's real passport stock. That's why that looks so good. You might want to rough those up a little. According to what I put in there, you've already been to Norway and Sweden.
Why Norway and Sweden?
Makes you look boring.
You thank the man for his assistance and pocket the passports.
I don't get to carry my own passport?
I'm sorry.
You dig out Josie's passport and offer it to her.
That's okay. Would you hold on to it for me?
You mutter and put the passport back in your pocket, bitch. Alright, now we have our passports. Let's get the fizzuck on out of here.
I'm staying at the Legs and Arms. Are you the airport limo?
Yep. You going to the airport?
Yes,
Great. You are a hotel guest, right?
of course.
Great. Got your tickets?
Right here.
You show your tickets to the driver.
International terminal. Got your passports? People forget them. We get to the airport, they want me to turn around and come back.
Yep, right here.
Here they are, Mr. Kiskolen.
Thank you, Miss Hasselblad.
You flash the passports at the driver. He gets out of the limo, opens the door, and ushers you both into the limo's den-like interior.
Swank.
Yes, look. TV set, VCR, bar, telephone, fax machine. Look, a jacuzzi.
VCR? Ain't even got a DVD player or Blu-ray? Fuck you. The two of you, proud of your accomplishments, celebrate the quick dip in the jacuzzi on your way to LaGuardia. At the arrival gate in Manus, you spot the man holding a cardboard sign with Faxon written on it. You identify yourselves to the man, and he escorts you to another part of the airport, where an old single-prop private plane awaits. He begins a non-stop stream of chatter in broken English, introducing himself as Guzman, and repeatedly begging for your forgiveness for the condition of his plane. When you step into the prop plane, you immediately see why Guzman was so apologetic. This is not the way you would have expected Sigmund Kiskolen to travel. Josie seems less anxious about the condition of the plane than you, but she watches Guzman closely. She reassures you that he seems to know what he's doing. As you sit on the runway preparing to take off for Faxon Castargo's airstrip near Boa Vista, Guzman stands and faces
Thank you for flying in my airplane with me. I know you have a choice when making travel plans, and I pray fervently that you would consider flying with me again the next time you are considering to be in Brazilian airspace. Before we take off, local ordinances demand that I tell you about the plane's safety feature. The door over there
He indicates the side hatch.
is meant to fall off or break in the event of a crash. Please do not sit next to the door unless you believe you can handle it. Can you handle it?
I can handle it.
Good. In the event of a water landing, please drink as much as you can, very quickly, okay? Also, those seats cannot be used as flotation devices, okay?
Why not? They look like flotation devices.
They were, but you can only use them for flotation 4 or 5 times. Then they don't stay up very well anymore. In the event of cabin depressurization, a stick of gum will drop down from the overhead compartment. And if you chew it, it makes it not so bad for your ears, right? I am Guzman, your flight attendant. Our pilot, which is also me, Guzman, will keep you informed of our progress. Right now, I would like to ask you to examine the seat pocket in front of you and see if there's one of those flight safety cards. You might also find a copy of Aging Aircraft of Today, our in-flight magazine. If you find it, that's my copy, okay? I've been looking for it. Don't take it with you. Those of us who have flown with us before are automatically enrolled in our We Cheated to Death Frequent Flyers Club. And you're back for another flight? Wow! Okay, so kindly make sure your tray tables and seat backs are in their full upright and locked positions. If your seat has a back. And Guzman, prepare for departure.
A few tense minutes later, you're airborne. Alright, we're going to take that pipe wrench. We're going to take this navel jelly here. Josie looks scared. Wow, looks like a parachute is lying on the floor among the crates. You need a crowbar, something like a crowbar, before you can pry this crate open. A shelf has been mounted on the wall here, upon which sits what appears to be a scanner, or radio of some sort.
This is your captain speaking. I forgot to tell you to buckle your seatbelt. But if you put it on anyway, you can take it off now. We have leveled off at 7,000 feet. So kick back and enjoy the rest of the flight.
These are cans of weather-beaten airplane semi-gloss in colors such as deep rusty steel, candy apple primer, and dirty gray brown.
We have now begun our descent into the greater Boa Vista metro area. So please, prepare in whatever way your religion dictates. So, Guzman, prepare for arrival.
These golf clubs are in poor condition, rusty, pitted, and bent, which coincidentally were the names of the other 3 guys in your last foursome. Suddenly, the radio squawks to life. Guzman reports in Portuguese, making it impossible for the 2 of you to follow the conversation. Somebody doesn't pick up after himself. Guzman hangs up the radio. You feel the plane start to make a sharp turn.
Jake,
I know. I don't think this is good.
we're circling.
The inside of the airplane is bare, unfinished metal, adding to the sense of security you've already gotten from the violent shuddering during takeoff. Of course, it's hard to remember which was shuddering more violently, you or the plane.
You are imposters. Manaus Airport says you are not who you say you are. We will not be landing until the authorities reach Paxson Airstrip so they can take you into custody. Until then, you are my prisoner. You may not make yourselves comfortable, pig dogs. What is it, pig dogs?
Let's see here.
It's too stuffy back here. Can I open the door?
Guzman snarls and whips around in his seat. He leaps to his feet, and you and Josie both shrink slightly at his fervor.
You are lazy and stupid.
And hot.
He grumbles under his breath and throws the door open.
Now go play outside. is it, pig dogs?
It's too windy back here now. Can I close the door?
Guzman snarls and leaps out of his seat. He strides over to the door, grabs the handle mounted on the side of the plane, and pulls the doors closed. This is no small feat given the fact that he's pulling against the wind. He makes his way back to the controls, muttering in Portuguese as he does. The nuts are much too tight to be turned by hand. Because you know Guzman likes rust-free aircraft, he carefully pours some of the navel jelly on the bolts securing the handle to the inside of the aircraft. He goes to work immediately, cleaning deep inside the rusted threads and making them showroom fresh. With the rust loosened, the nuts slowly begin to turn. After a few turns, they fall off the bolts and skitter across the floor, lost among the crates of garbage. The handle is now unattached to the bulkhead, but merely rests on the short bolts protruding through the holes in the handle's plate.
What is it, pig dogs?
It's too stuffy back here. Can I open the door?
You are late.
And hot.
Now go play. What is...
It's too windy back here now. Would you close the door?
See ya! The handle gives way and Guzman windmills his arms for a moment before tumbling out of the plane.
Too cool. I'll grab the controls.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had vegetarian lasagna. This little piggy had none. And this little piggy cried, "Upsy-daisy all the way down."
I never knew you had this cruel streak in you.
Easy, sexy.
Not exactly.
And yet the fucker is still there. Let's try some navel jelly to loosen his grip. You open the jar and wipe a small amount of gelatinous pink jelly on Guzman's exposed fingers. The goo designed to seep into the tightest cracks and dissolve oxidized metal immediately starts to burn and lubricate Guzman's fingers.
You are wearing a parachute, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah!
See ya, fucker.
Is he gone?
Yes, but I don't see his parachute. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he's gone.
All right, sit down and hold on. This is going to be rough. I haven't landed a plane like this in... oh, ever.
The landing is bruisingly hard, but at least you survive. Josie taxis briefly and then shuts down the engines. Josie has set the plane down on a dirt runway somewhere in the wilds of Brazil. Sweet. Good job, Josie. We have some kind of first aid kit. Inside the blue metallic box are a small plastic container, some adhesive bandages, and a tiny bottle of something that you guess to be concentrated painkiller. Alright, let's exit the plane. You kneel in the thick border of vegetarian rimi, the edge of the airstrip. A man sitting only about 10 feet away inside the shack. He speaks into the radio, and you hear him identify himself as Alanis. Clearly a national. He's probably hired to run this node of Faxon Cartolian's web of Brazilian operations.
Kiscolin was coming here? This doesn't exactly seem like the head office.
This is true. So what do you think?
I don't know what to think, but I'll tell you one thing.
What?
Don't say this is true. You sound like a Wisconsinite.
No, I'm a Flatlander.
Alright, we need to get rid of this guard, because we need this map. So, first thing, put some morphine on the push pin. Put the push pin in the bamboo pole, and shoot this motherfucker. You suck in a big breath of air and raise the bamboo pole to your tightly curled lips. You aim it at the man and then move the pole away and exhale, peering inside the pole to confirm that the tack is pointing in the correct direction. Again, you bring the pole to your lips, aim it, and blow hard. Almost instantly, the man's hand flies to the back of his neck, and he yelps in pain. But within a few seconds, his head begins to loll, until...
Good shot.
I haven't lost my touch. Ever since the 3rd grade.
Now we got about a fucking map. And a nutcracker, bitch. This is clearly a map of the surrounding area. You and Josie strike out into the woods. The landmarks on the map have been giving you enough information to get you back to the airstrip if necessary. After taking a tramp in the woods...
Hey, I resent that.
With some difficulty, you work one of the sugarcane stalks loose. A little iguana. You climb up the host tree and are able to snag one of the parachute cords. You tug on it many times, showering leaves, branches, spiders, insects, lizards, and other small animals onto Josie. Eventually, you're able to bring the pack all the way over the tree. You shinny back down the tree and admire your handiwork. You've ridden Guzman's abandoned parachute. You clamber the host tree, grab the walkie-talkie, and stick it in your back pocket. not the way I wanted to go. There's some temple ruins. Alright, the fucking animals are getting loud. Shit. Another slow half an hour picking your way through the dense forest, you and Josie emerge into a rocky area, where the ground falls away on one side and rises up on the other. Holy shit. It's like some crazy Mayan temple. You go up to the front of the temple and begin to pull on the vines. After a moment, Josie joins you. Between the two of you, you're able to remove almost all the vegetation, revealing a bas-relief and subtle but brilliant door. Holy shit, alright! You can't even begin to read the hieroglyphics. This is what you get for not paying attention to your high school Aztec class. Josie walks halfway up the stone stairway to get a closer look at the...
It's similar to Tupi, and I'm a little rusty on my Tupi. You're not going to grade me on this, are you?
Not till we get back to Callahan's anyway.
This has got to be it. The people here call themselves Yora, and they worship this cacao tree.
Worship chocolate?
That's not so surprising. The Guatemalans used it for money at one time, and only royalty was entitled to it.
Is there anything about getting inside?
I think so. Something about life opening the way. A symbol. A symbol of life opening the way.
What's their symbol of life?
I don't know.
There's no knob. There's no handle. There's no keyhole. In fact, the colossal oblong stone is entirely featureless. A large image is carved into the facade of the temple. The vines are thick enough to support your weight. You climb to the top of the pillar, but the stones are unbroken, and you see no other way to get into the temple. Difficulty level, easy, medium, or hard. We'll go with easy. Oh, Jesus. Please don't tell me this is goddamn Minesweeper. I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. I don't remember this shit at all. Oh, we gotta put the little fucking tokens in there where it's at. That's what. 222. Eating my goo. Alright, I skipped the Minesweeper puzzle because it was entirely too long, and you would have fell asleep trying to watch it. Once the last stone clicks into place, a long unused system of weights and counterweights goes into operation. The massive stone slides slowly into the ground. Heavy thudding vibration rocking the entire temple and making your feet itch. You wonder what happens if somebody locks the door from the outside. You cross the threshold of the temple into another time. For the second time today. You and Josie cross the threshold into the temple. The air is cool and faintly sweet, not nearly as musty as you anticipated, probably because of the open doorway on the other side of the room. The low ceiling feels as if it's designed for other people shorter than you, and who like to climb stairs more than you do. Tiled floor. Look here.
Could you get this log off me?
A long dead tree blocking the way. Holy shit. Oh, we got 2 gold stones. They look like 2 golden nut sacks. Golden testicles. You put the stones in the eye sockets. As the last stone clicks home, a remarkable system of counterweights, pulleys, triggers a hidden lock, allowing the top and bottom portions of the mural to separate.
Oh, good. That last room was a little gloomy.
Yes, definitely cheerier in here.
What's that smell?
Not sure. Something's burnt.
Something didn't fucking use Vagisil. We have an altar here. Some fucking paintings and shit. You take the wood and hide construction.
I think it's a bellows for the fire. At least it used to be.
Take the cauldron and the bellows. Fuck it. There you go, Josie. Carry this shit. Alright, so we need to get this large log out of the way somehow. Which we can't quite do yet. Get the fuck off. Jeep Man. Let's tune the walkie-talkie here. Tune it to C5. The man who answers your squawk is chewing something as he speaks. You can't understand him.
This is Alanis. Get over here. I think there's something wrong with this whiskey.
You're shocked to hear the man say, "Okay!" Wow, you cunningly managed to get the old army vehicle parked right where you can get at it. Talk about Jeep thrills. There are no keys in the ignition, and you'll never be able to get it hot wired without the worker hearing you. You carefully extract precisely 1 tire iron and 1 Jeep jack from the back of the Jeep. let's try jacking open these crates here now that we have a tire iron. With several pulls on the tire iron, the top of the crate comes off. Crate. Enough for you to pull it open the rest of the way. Among the styrofoam peanuts, you find a very complicated looking remote control and various pieces of mounting hardware. Wielding the flat end of the tire, you're able to pry off one side of the crate. You love this new starch packing peanuts because you can eat them right out of the box and they taste just like most breakfast cereal. Take the satellite dish. Why it takes more time and money to set up than maintain these systems than it would cost to build your own TV studio and produce your own programming. I'm going to go ahead and break open a lot of this other shit. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.